But I want to see the teams go back to doing the exact same thing. We need space to maneuver, because more and more often we're seeing teams try and go in and contest, seeing teams try and go out and set up those roadblocks. And if you don't have the space to avoid that, you can easily, like we saw with many teams yesterday, end up losing players way too early in the game.
Well, speaking of room for maneuver, it is Miramar now. The teams are fairly spread out. It's a really nice even playing path as well, 2 to 8 o'clock. So Cast a Curse naturally means we're getting a Los Higos ending, but we'll wait and see what happens. No Eastern Islands for you today, I'm afraid, Toby, at least not just yet. But this is, everyone's going to be very happy with where they're at. There's a couple of contests for a few vehicles. Page is going to be a little bit frustrated that he lost out to Aketpa there, but honestly, no major harm done, and everyone is going to be able to get away just fine. And, oh, we have a quote-unquote normal circle as well. Still plenty of time for shenanigans here. I feel like they're trying to go past
there's only one guy down there. Take the compound, not the hill.
Grenades out from Enterprise. Here they come. They have not heeded the warning. That's the Enterprise, and Jeans actually falls out of the car. Not sure what happened.
No. Almost gets run over by his teammate too. Mexi up here as well. I think they're now starting to realize there's way more players up on this hillside than they were first anticipating. They thought the 3-1 split, if anything, was going to be with the compound as a priority, but now they're running into trouble right as the fight comes off. Found as well as they fall down to 2, falls down to 1. Mexi, all that's left alive for Liquid as they get butchered from literally all sides. Clip on his knees trying to crawl for cover. Not going to be easy though. Mexi, what can you do from here? They got caught by surprise. They got taken out pretty much before they knew what was happening. And now Mexi sits alone, trying to stay alive, but Ding shooting from the side. They will have heard that, they will have seen that, and he falls to the ground as Liquid goes out in 16.
And Team Liquid there out to Enterprise. Ultimately, a little bit of third-partying action there, but by that point, frankly, it was just a bit too late. Enterprise there with an excellent initial engagement.
And Tropic pulled up on this. They saw the fight going on, and they capitalized on it. They made the play, but why, why do they only push with 2?
It was only 2, and that's Lucarux and Evas out of the game now.
Single-handedly held off, but here comes Northern Lights. More teams wanted the piece of the pie. They're pulling up on this. Only 3 tires from the vehicle, though, for the player here from Northern Lights. Perfect is trying to make his way on, and Detrick's still sitting tight in his zone. So I was going to say that Yanni actually has made his way down there to help defend, but it's a 2v4 for now, at least, for the Enterprise players. Now Free Kill and Grendies, they're coming down to help. They need to help fend off here.
2 nades out towards Aimlaw as soon as Code Marco gets those tags from within the vehicle. A bit of damage is done, but not enough to get the knock. Maybe a little bit misjudged on the nades. He does move to a nearby tree. Example spots him as well. So now Tokyo Manjigang really in a bit of a pickle. They need to get out of there ASAP. It is not safe. Even if they're safe from one of these teams, the other can just peek over at any time they want. We've got Melbourne now shooting in a... Na'Vi are playing so freely right now, Toby. Yeah. They're able to engage simultaneously 2 or 3 different teams, and it feels like they can do this without consequences.
Page just went down. That is so unfortunate because he's kind of the southernmost player, kind of split away from his teammates. Not a whole lot that the teammates can now do to get him back on his feet, especially not now that Ents kind of made their way into this area as well. Correxy obviously hitting the vehicles, realizing that Ents are up close, still driving around. Some of them Nuki trying to get into a better position, will be forced to back off at least for now. But the issue is, as you can see, they have phase players sitting right above him now. Na'Vi once more peeks on over. First kill for Quizzy, or for example, make that this game as he gets the flush on through onto Gojao. Squeaky now finds Vex though, so as much as Heroic were in trouble here, if if Instant Face starts fighting, they might be able to third party.
This is the fight that's been going on for ages, by the way. Northern Lights have been trying to breach Enterprise in this compound. They used a lot of their lethals earlier on, and that's why they haven't pushed in yet, because they haven't got the knock. But now they realize, next circle, time might not be on their side anymore, and they have to make something happen here.
Northern Lights had to wait for Entropic to be gone so they could play backs free, and now they are. So here they are pushing full speed forward, but Tulin's already fallen down. But Enterprise is sitting ready and waiting inside. Free kill does go down. The flush comes through. Uber on the hunt on inside as we hop on over to Footballist and Ding. A quick shifteroo over to the other fight here. Uber peeks on over. Jumps on out. Scary time to vault Uber, but makes it work anyway. Footballist fall down in 15th and now back towards Northern Lights and Enterprise. Sparrow Peeks on forward. They know they have more players to find inside the compound, and they want to deal with them before the circle's closed all the way in. But here is Janny holding off. Does go down and return though. Spiro alone alongside Perfectix and trying to claim the last few players from Enterprise in the compound.
Good trade there. Lou goes down, but Spiro immediately there to pick up the trade. And because he's able to get the confirmed kill as well, it means it is a leg up for NLT. Enterprise now, they need to ask themselves, what are they going to do next? Are we going to push in and trade? And as long as they're not, Northern Lights will be able to get the res off. And then instead of a 3v2, it becomes a 3v1.
Molly from Lou, lobbed on upstairs. Will connect, or will it? Yes, it does. And I think that should be enough to get the knock as well, because he did get tech-wise. Indeed, it will be. Lou goes down, free kill. Lou gets free kill, falling down. Will get the flush there as well. Now just one more player around the corner. Spotted. Tetrix does get the knock onto Perfectix, but the rest should be easily obtained.
And it crucially, Northern Lights managed to do this before the next circle is revealed as well. So they now have a little bit of time to heal up and decide what they want to do next. In the meantime, we are on board with FaZe Clan. They are fighting tooth and nail with Ents, and Heroic are on the other side of this, by the way, so they could prove to be the spoiler, the fly in the ointment, as it were, of this fight. Ooh. What a ridiculously good nade. And Nookie from Narnia takes out Diggory and Gustav. That is absolute beautiful play. FaZe on their knees. It's only down to Fex now. What can he do? Or will Heroic come to help them? No, not quick enough.
Not gonna happen, and I do not understand how Heroic is the team that lives with 4 throughout all of this. They were pinned. They were forced to prone down in between FaZe and Ents, and somehow they have the numbers here. Smash! Oh, the quick peek over the ridgeline finds Marsalik, wants to get down the second as well. Crunio down to just a sliver of HP, but Smash falls down as he has to reload.
Back on board with Rustenmar now. Oh, they've heard Biestolog behind them, and they know that he has to move in. FaZe, sorry, not FaZe. Heroic have to deal with both of them now. Rustenmar going out into the blue to try and be sneaky. And it's just about what, my God, that was high risk, but he does get the reward out of that. Ends up to 5 kills, but Nookie has gone down now, so they're only a duo.
Oh, takes who peeks on over instantly, met by Correxy. 82 damage headshot comes through there. Now Beamy holds off here, and this could be one more Ents finish outside of placement points. They're falling apart second by second. Takes two wanting to fight just something, but they know now that what was the entrance into the circle before is now BBL sitting ready and waiting, and Ents fall just short of placement points.
Now, they do have those 5 kills at least, so they won't be leaving this game empty-handed, but I'm sure they would have wanted more. This leaves Heroic as the only team in the Northwest now, and that means they're going to enter and fight BBL Esports. So we're on board now with Salik. He's trying to establish whether this is a decent place to be. If it's only the one team shooting at them, so they know Heroic are there, that might be workable for them. The problem is if there's a second team, or if Heroic put a lot of pressure on them, that could be problematic.
They need the knock here. They need the knock, they need the damage so they can wrap around. Look at this ridge line. They have it right now. They're on the very, very, very edge of the circle. Heroic needs to find an opening to make their way forward. Now, in the meantime, since nobody opted to aggress, this is going from close quarters to insanely close quarters fights. And finally, when they make the play, the Boom and Zoom are ready to respond. And Heroic slaughtered in seconds as Exhalation stands strong. They needed the knock on transition. They had 2 players running in the open. They couldn't hit the shots they had to hit, and therefore they fall down.
BBL now taking a look towards the center of the circle. They're actually looking over No Name yet towards Exhalation right now. They have a decent amount of control. Next circle's on them as well. They don't have to think about that just yet. 4 of them spread out, but still within revivable distance of each other. That's Northern Lights out to a beautiful, a peach of a nade from Example, and Melman gets eye zoom at the same time. This is great use for BBL. They only have the pair of players right in front of them to deal with.
It's so insane that Na'Vi can place this so quiet, so calm, that they can just slowly transition into the end game. This is absolutely insane. The fact that they're able to just, you know, one step at a time clear this, one step at a time clear that. They're playing this so smart. Now they know they have 2, potentially even more players from Exhalation down on that side. Unfortunately for Melman, only smokes to work with, because had he had nades, believe me,
Snake
they would have been
grass.
locked down there from a long time ago. Spiro is still alive on the south side of the circle, though. How can he end up playing Impact here? We'll see as he makes his way over towards BBL. There's going to be a lot of opponents over that rock side, but Spiro,
he got 2 knocks. He's knocked 2 of them.
Has to commit to it, finds the first one, goes for the second, finds the not going to defend the loss as well, but unfortunately, Ketma there, ready to respond, gets the flush on towards Spiro. 4 teams left alive, and if they're fast on this one, they should be able to back to 4 up alive as well. But Na'Vi, wrapping in this direction, they need to make a play fast if they want to, and I think they've called it. I think they said, no, too late. We had a chance before. Let's not try this. It's simply too late. They are back on their feet. Oh, is it far enough? No, just short, and that's probably the reason they haven't used it, because I can't count. Simply too far away, and with the uphill, it's impossible for them to get the damage done. But now Na'Vi, they bought their time, but it might be too little too late for them to make the wrap on forward. Damage has been done, but Exhalation are the ones paying the price right now. BBL is all over the kill feed as they start peppering on literally all the teams. BBL slaughtering teams all across the map, and now they continue to spray on forward.
Slowly moving through, but peppering everyone with bullets as they do so. They've got the west side of the circle, and they know no one's coming at them that is south of Na'Vi. They're completely fine. 5 kills now for Code Marco as they continue to rampage their way through the circle. There's only one left. Last member of No Name yet. Nothing he can do. 15 kill chicken dinner for BBL, but how many of those were in the last 90 seconds?
BBL wiped the entire end of the server.
I pray my dick get big as the Apple Tower, so I can fuck the world for 72 hours.